Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, everybody. Welcome back to my YouTube channel and to another installment in the Sydney Project Railroad build. In the previous installment, you may recall that I ran out of plywood, but I had some more on order. Well, a few days later it arrived, and I've been very busy ever since. And interestingly enough, as I was editing this video, seeing that big stack of plywood there, I was thinking how that space is now vacant again, having used it all up. But with that aside, now let's just head out to the workshop and get busy. Well, a few days ago I reported that I was out of wood. I have come out here once since then and done a whole load of little fill-in pieces, bracing and legs and stuff like that. Things that are not going to be readily available. But yesterday I had my plywood delivered. Here it is, 2 stacks. I got 15 sheets of 3/4 inch at the front, another 15 sheets of 1/2 inch at the back. I'm getting it from a joinery shop, and they have a CTC router, or CNC router, and he's also cut all the helix sections for me. There they are, all stacked up. And what he charged me to do that is probably less than the time it would have taken me to do it with a jigsaw. So it was an absolute bargain. Anyway, my main task for today is to continue the bench work where I left off. I plan on building 2 more frames. Ultimately there'll be 6 frames along there, but the first 4 are parallel sides and the last 2 have curved fronts. So that'll be a project for another day. Today I'm going to build the 2 parallel ones, and then if I have time left over, I'll catch up the tops in the staging yard all the way along here. So plenty to get on with. I'm just going to turn the camera off and get busy, and I'll check in with you later. Well, that is the next 2 frames assembled and positioned approximately in the right places. Next task is to get them leveled and bolted together. So let me get on with that, and I will be right back. Well, those 2 sections are now leveled and bolted together. The next one that goes on the end of here is very similar, but it has a curved front. So the next thing I'm going to do is get that front glued up before I run out of time today. That way I can build that one tomorrow. So let me go away and do that, and I will be right back. Well, there is the front frame for the next section glued up. It's a very gradual curve. I don't even know what the radius is, but it curves in 5 degrees over several feet. You may notice that there's a lot more laminations than I normally do. That's because I've done 2 together, one for the next frame on the middle deck and one that goes directly above it. I may as well get them all done together. Since the radius is so large, it won't make any difference that one of them is 3/4 inch bigger than the other. It'll probably be within the thickness of a sheet of paper of being the same. Well, since I have a little bit of time left over today, I decided to continue working on the tops for the main staging yard. Here are the next 3 pieces cut to size and just tossed temporarily into place. Next thing I'm going to do is tack them down with 6 screws. That's 1 in each corner and 2 more in the middle, using them to make sure that the front edge is perfectly straight. And then once the front edge is right, then I can screw them down all over. And it's almost 100 screws per sheet. It's about 5 o'clock now, and that will probably take me the rest of the day. So let me do that, and I will be right back. Well, those 3 sheets have now been tacked in place. I had to put this clamp on and crank this one over just a little bit, because the staging yard frame was bowed by about 1/16 of an inch. And I know that's not much over around 45 feet, but I felt I could do better. Didn't take much. I just screwed that block of wood to the plywood because I don't have a bar clamp that's quite long enough. And then I just gently cranked it until it was straight. And now it is just about perfect. So now I'm going to go around and put in 300 more screws, and then I think I'll be done for the day. Well, everything is screwed down firmly. It took me exactly an hour from when I last looked at the clock. I think that also included cranking it straight. Anyway, it's about 2 minutes past 6, and I've had enough for today. I'm going to go inside, feed Zeus, get some dinner for myself, and then I'm going to work inside the rest of the evening. So I will check in with you again tomorrow. This is something that I meant to do last night, but it was kind of late when I finished. I have laid out one lap of helix, approximately where it goes in the room. It is 3 feet from this side, that is the width of the aisle. There is another turn-back curve at the end of the peninsula, and then there is a narrow section of scenic run down this side of the helix. The main yard would run above it, probably out to about where the line is on the floor. These stairs come down where I'm standing now, approximately here, and I'm now standing about where the bottom of the stairs are. So you come down, the helix is right at the foot of the stairs. And then this corner of the room is where the harbour goes. Well, that's all for this week. I realise this video is a little bit shorter than usual, but I do have another short fun video which I'm going to release later on in the week to make up for it. So I hope you enjoy that, and I will see you back for another installment same time next week. Thanks for watching, and bye for now.